Hi everyone, and welcome back to this week's video. We are just adoring and loving all the comments on our beautiful retired Charlie Bear videos. So here we go with another one just for you. We have been looking through and hoping to feature some of our retired Charlie Bears that have not been shown before on this channel. So here we have an absolutely adorable guy here, grumpy by nature and grumpy by name. He's from 2015. Isn't he lovely? He's a very different look for Isabel Lee, of course. Isabel Lee being one of the main creators for Charlie Bear. He's a really superb little chap. In fact, not even little. He's a really substantial size. He's got a great feel to him with those slightly looser joints there, and just really sits well too. Of course, those beautiful signature paws that we love to talk about on this channel, and a lovely organza bow and a sweet heart bell too. So if you would love to adopt Grumpy or any of the other bears coming up in this video, then don't forget to send us a message or hop on our website at maryshortle.com. We even have free delivery on all of our wonderful Charlie Bears, whether retired or current, just for you too. But isn't he lovely? Look at that very quizzical expression. We always find it so fascinating looking back over the last 20 years of Charlie Bears and looking at all their many creations. This one is an older retired piece. They tend to have the circular tags. If you're new to collecting Charlie Bears, that's something that they did in the early days of production. This one is Nathan, and he is an older piece. He's coming in at just £69, and he's a very traditional teddy. He looks quite petulant, doesn't he? But he's certainly got a great feel to him, a little bit stiffer in his feel, so he's nicely freely sitting, and of course he's got that very traditional look about him as well. He's got quite an unusual texture. It's a little bit firmer than a lot of the plushes that they use in the later collections, but it works with him. He is extremely traditional, not only in his colour but also in his look and his style as well. So if you would love to adopt Nathan, then why not hop on our website or send us a message. I have some absolutely amazing retired beauties here, and a lot of these bears you don't even find them now. They are absolutely fabulous blasts from the past. Here we have one of the lovely floppy gorgeous cotter pin jointed bears from Charlie Bear, an older retired piece. This is Blackberry Crumble. Wow, what a great name too, with those lovely traditional bells. But the colour of this one is lovely. It really is a blackberry colour as well, and that panda style. But it's the floppiness of these old guys that just make them so appealing for your collection. So Blackberry Crumble, available with us here also at Mary Shortle. But what a lovely, lovely one this is too. If you're looking for somebody a little bit more unusual within the Charlie Bear collection, then check out this guy. Isn't this beautiful? This is an older piece coming in 3,000 piece edition. So it's a limited piece edition there with a little plastic certificate tag. Flying Officer Hootie, this one. But what a great expression. It's also jointed at the head, so you can really have some fun with this one. Also, the wings are jointed, and then the legs are posable too. But it's a lovely piece, and it's great freestanding piece as well. But I love if you just tilt his head to the side. He has a lot of character too. The feathers effect in the fabric are just perfect for this owl, and he really has that lovely felted shaded beak there. Isn't that gorgeous? The way that they've got that just right with those little perky ears too. So this is a rarer piece and quite hard to find, but it's absolutely lovely. If you love the animals of Charlie Bear, then this is certainly one to think about for your collection. It really is an absolute sweetie. Wow, look at this beauty. This is Chutchy Face by Heather Lyle. It's one of the larger pieces, but that colour coming through there. Look at the blend, a mix of the fabrics. Doesn't it work so well? I love the way that he looks like he's got little freckles as well. It just works well the way that they've shaved that undertone there with that top fleck. But isn't he lovely? 2015 collection. We've got him here for Let's have a look how much he is. He's gorgeous, £99, and he's a really great size. The Heather Lyle sculpts are quite different to the Isabel Lee ones. They're a little bit more of a slender bear, and they've certainly got a lot of attitude, and sometimes can be a little bit grumpy too. But this one certainly is a cutie. So if you would love to adopt this one, we have him here, retired piece, and absolutely gorgeous too for your collection. He's got a very soft touch as well, but you can see how slender the body is there. They look a little bit more elongated than the Isabel Lee one, so he's really lovely. Now coming up is quite a rare find, also from Heather Lyle, and this has to be one of my favourites. He's gorgeous, and I love not only the bear, the fabric's amazing, but yes, you've guessed it, this is Chocoholic. What a fabulous name, and a fabulous bear, also from 2015 collection, coming in at £140. This really is quite a hard one to find. Love the way that the ears are on the side as well, with that bigger head shape. It just gives him that really sort of cutesy look as well. Look at those very elongated arms there. They're a very, very distinctive shape, and of course the feet too. Very easy also to sit, but just that little bit larger bear with oozing character there. But yeah, we certainly could eat this one. Chocoholic, absolutely delicious one for your collection, and a little bit harder to find. So if you're looking for rare and retired bears, then we're the place to come here at Mary Shortle in York. Not only come and see them for yourself, but also you can also hop on our website, and we're adding on a weekly basis some great new models too. But if you'd love to adopt this one or any of the others, just let us know. So here you can see the difference again, turning back to the Isabel Lee designs. We've got the bigger face, the longer hair, the very soulful expression in the eyes there. And this one, of course, being a plumo, which means we have this insertion of the mohair around the snout, often the inner ear, and slightly around the neck piece, depending on the model of the bear. This one is very, very adorable. It's a limited edition, 3,000 piece edition, and it's from 2019. So again, Lulu, quite a hard one to find now. Beautiful mix of fabrics there. Very nicely blended in and works so well. Again, beautiful paws. Coming in with us here at £120. Lulu is always an extremely popular one. Do you know what? We found her tucked behind on the shelf this morning. So she is a real bonus to our added growing collection here. Loving that shading there, the mix of the thread and the shading on the top, which just gives it that real definition and a lot more character to the bear too. And on another contrast, look at this one. This is very different and quite unusual. From 2022, this is Pikelet, coming in £69. Very different, isn't it? Look at the way the fabric is. Very unusual. So again, probably a bit of a Marmite bear, not everybody's cup of tea, but very, very sweet. Great size for just sneaking into that collection, but really lovely organza bow there, and a very, very different one. Absolutely gorgeous. So in 2009, Charlie Bear thought about doing a year bear, and that was the first year of the year bears, which were to continue. And of course, just receiving in our new 2025 one too, which is quite different to back then. This one here I have is the first 2009 year bear. So we can see there, looking back at how traditional the bears were, and just a very lovely, again, old golden colour, looking a little bit like a vintage teddy. The floppy head there and the lovely soft touch feel, signature Isabel Lee pads, and just really something very lovely to be able to think about collecting the year bears. Now they have a tag and they have a hug. So this is hug number 1, and then each year obviously they get another hug number as they go on. So this one is really lovely, beautiful bear. Absolutely gorgeous. Loving the little cute ears there, those little rounded ears. They've got that hint of mohair again in the ear, and the snout there, which has been shaved to give it that very old-fashioned traditional look. But I love this bear. It's a medium-sized bear. It has a great feel, beautiful shape to its body, and we're just so fortunate. I think we've got 2 of these in stock at the moment, but he's a really super cute traditional bear, and we have him here just £89. That's an absolute steal for someone as beautiful as this one. Now, sadly, I don't have every single year bear here available at present, but they do come and go quite frequently. So this one again, a year bear, and this is from 2016 Charlie Bear year. This is actually hug number 8. So moving through the years there, but again, quite traditional in its style. Beautiful fabric. Looks again like a vintage plush, the way that the fabric is blended together. The colour, it's like a very light ivory beige colour, and he's just got that really sweet, very traditional teddy bear face. Also got the hint of mohair around the snout and the inner ear, just giving him that super look, with of course a lovely key around his neck as well, which just works so well. He's slightly larger than hug number 1, but he's working so well for your collection, coming in at just £99. The value really in the retired bears is immense. I mean, we appreciate things have gone up with the value of the fabrics and obviously the production, logistics and everything, but I have to say these retired bears are such good value and very unique and special for your collection too. So if you would love to adopt any of these amazing retired bears, then don't forget to get in touch with us. So I really feel I keep throwing a bit of a spanner in the works here. Looking back here, we can see this is definitely a Heather Lyle pattern, 2014 collection. This is Razzle Dazzle, and he's actually a very dark green with those emerald tones just peeking through, not only on his paws, that lovely velveteen finish there, but of course that little nose as well in that brighter green thread with those gorgeous little signature freckles. He's absolutely great. So we can see here with Chocoholic and some of the other Heather Lyle bears looking at that similar pattern, the similar elongated look, and of course those very large arms, which just make them so much fun too. So here we have Razzle Dazzle at just £79, and of course that is including free UK delivery. Now if you are watching from around the globe, then of course we can ship worldwide. It's not a problem. We just have to give you a postage charge on top of the teddy. But yes, they're absolutely gorgeous, and of course a lot of these bears are very rare in some of the countries due to Charlie not expanding in the early part of the collections going out of the UK, but we do have a lot of the wonderful retired ones here, and we're more than happy to send them anywhere in the world, so don't hesitate to get in touch. Now another lovely one coming up, again more of a teddy bear, is this beauty. Super soft to touch. This is an older piece. This is Liane. I know it looks like a little boy, this one, doesn't it, being in the darker brown, but very cute, super soft plush. Looks a little bit curly, but it's that silky touch. Got the old tag there. Now we do our best to only purchase bears with pristine tags, but sometimes if it's a teddy that we really want to have in our collection here, then the tag may be a little bit older, like this one here. So just bear that in mind. Some of these bears are 20 years old, and although the bears are pristine, sometimes the paper label can become a little bit faded. Look, she even has that little patch there on her foot. So again, representing more a vintage style bear, and maybe one that looks like she's lived in the past and been pre-adopted. But isn't she gorgeous with her lovely little checkered bow there? That is Liane, coming in at just £69, and she's very cute to add to your collection. Another beautiful one that's being passed to me here. I know this is a treasure coming up. Wowee, this has to be one of my favorite bears. This is the year bear from 2018, a limited production of just 4,000 pieces. This bear is truly magnificent. I love this one. Not only about the face, the colour, the feel, the texture and the overall shape of this bear, it's absolutely breathtaking. Coming in at £120, it's a rare find. It's a celebratory piece there, you can see. So 2009 to 2018, a decade of Charlie bear. So at that point we were at the decade mark, but how adorable is this one with that gorgeous organza bow and that beautiful little engraved heart there, the gold thread on the nose, which just gives it that vibrance coming through as well. But this one is really a truly special bear. Now looking at somebody a little bit more vibrant, you've guessed it, red, white and blue. This is Brit. How amazing is this one? It's not one that we have very often, and it's quite a hard one to find. It's just so unusual with its colourway and the pattern of the fabric. This one is absolutely gorgeous. And look, at even the bell has been sprayed in red, white and blue. So there's a lot of thought gone into the design and overall look of this one as well. This is also Isabel Lee, more traditional style pattern teddy bear. And of course, one of the early ones, not all the early ones have those sculpted pads. That's something that came a little bit later with the designs progressing through the years. But loving that red and blue nose as well. Absolutely adorable piece coming in with us here at £99. Quite a rare find, so definitely if you love brighter toned bears, then this one is perfect for your collection as well. It always amazes me how Isabel Lee can create literally so many different styles of sculpt, really. I suppose when you're designing and cutting the patterns for these bears, it's like sculpting. And just amazing. This is Puddifoot, so again very contrasting to the last teddy and even the year bears that we've looked at in this video. But again, small edition, 3,000 pieces, older retired bear, absolutely great. Coming in, really great price too. The bell, loving the fabric there. So this was like the starts of these printed animal print fabrics coming through, which now we see are taking shape in a lot of the Charlie Bears over the years, but really fabulous. He's a great looking little chap, loving that soulful face, and again ears on the side just gives him that little quirky touch, doesn't it? But very, very appealing. They look so much better on camera than they do in the photos, and you can never do the full justice until you've literally got this in your hands and you can just feel how beautiful the quality of the fabrics are as well. So this is Puddifoot. If you would love to adopt him, and don't forget to hop on our website. You'd never know who else you might find that you want to add to your basket as well. Now, a favourite of mine is this one. I absolutely adore this one. I think we've probably got 2 or 3 pieces of this one at the minute. I just think this ticks all the boxes for me. The size is great, it's traditional, the colour, the mix of fabrics, and the fact it's also a relatively small edition. This is Mikey. 1,200 piece edition. You can tell it's an earlier bear because it has a handwritten tag there, and it's just so cute. It just is really adorable in its expression. Again, it reminds me of an older vintage bear, and it's just absolutely lovely. The feel of it feels a little bit more like a mohair fabric, and of course the mohair that's been added again into the snout and the inner ear, which just makes it even better. But what a gorgeous one this is. This is Mikey, available with us here at Mary Shortle from Isabel Lee for Charlie Bears, and definitely one you need to think about for your collection today. I could literally stand here all day and talk about Charlie Bears, Jellycats, antique dolls, modern dolls, reborn babies, and everything that we have in our store. We just have so many wonderful products here, and we really hope that you make it to come and visit us regardless of where you are in the world. We are certainly worth a visit, and you'll be blown away by the selection and choice that we have here. And who knows, you might even want to just take one home with you. But I thought I'd finish this video on one of the lovely hares, bunnies from Charlie Bear. We know how much we love our bears and bunnies from Charlie Bear, and this one again, this is a Bluebell 2017 collection. It's a Heather Lyle design, and again, it's just so cute. Love those long ears. They are wired, so you can actually position them just as you would like, give them a little bit of a cuteness there. And again, those lovely big paws and a nice feel, the soft fabric, retired piece coming in with us here at Mary Shortle. Absolutely adorable in the greys and the pinks, and would complement any room too. So it's not all about the bears in your collection. We've also got some other great creations from Charlie Bears too here. So there you go, that's today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll try and not do any more Charlie Bear videos for a while. I know, I'm only joking. We love talking about all our products here, and I will be back very soon with some other very exciting videos, whether it be Charlie Bear, Jellycat or Reborn Babies. We're creating something different every day here in our store, and of course with deliveries coming in from all different companies, we've got some great stuff in the pipeline too. Thanks so much again for watching our videos. It really means the world to us, and we cannot wait to meet you all very, very soon in our store.